Medfit Rehab founder Joanne James is a medical exercise specialist. Medfit Rehab, restoring strength and movement, making a difference in people's lives. 647-259-5481. Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com. Joanne James, medical exercise specialist for over 25 years and founder of Medfit Rehab, says exercise is medicine whenever possible, and it is especially true when it comes to osteoporosis prevention or management. James says that our bones are alive and need to be stimulated. When the muscle contracts, when we apply force against our bones, they build. Medfit Rehab, ensuring the best in post-rehab functional conditioning services. Medfit Rehab, Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, 647-259-5481, medfitrehab.com. Hi, Joanne. How are you this morning?
I'm great, Zelda. How are you?
I'm good. I know we're going to talk about creating a balanced workout to reduce your risk of falls, but if you read the paper or knew about this top executive who fell off the treadmill and died, and, he died just a couple of days ago or whatever it was, I don't know. Now, it's interesting because I fell off the treadmill a couple of months ago. I fell backwards. It was my fault. I was taking off a hoodie while I had the treadmill running. And so, and one of my friends, he was there and he ran, but I didn't hurt myself at all, just my pride. I was embarrassed and I was laughing. But this guy actually had a head injury and that's it. It's over for him.
That's right. He lost his balance. That's kind of connected to your balance. In your case, you couldn't see anything when you're pulling that hoodie over your head, and that momentary loss of balance.
Right.
Not in a good place to be doing that. Yeah, it happens, and it's very sad. It's unnecessary. In his case, I'm not sure what happened. Either maybe the treadmill was going too fast, or he turned it on, but then increased the speed before giving it a chance to catch up to it. And wow, that's really too bad. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, it just fitted in with your. So can you, in fact, work out, workout to reduce the risks of fall? What can you do?
Absolutely. Balance is the key to everything, from riding a bike to walking on a slippery sidewalk. You require a certain degree of balance. Balance is the ability, it's a state of equilibrium where you are balanced in space, in time as you're moving. The problem with that is as people become less and less active, their balance, equilibrium is challenged. As we get older, flexibility and balance is challenged. It's one of those components of fitness that we lose over time. If you don't use it, the bottom line is you lose it. And that's why you see a lot of older adults falling. The stats are just terrible because we know a lot of older adults are not reporting that they fell, because, of course, they don't want to upset their families and all the things that come along with it. So that's on a rise because their balance is off. They're not either doing enough to challenge their balance or they're not exercising enough. They're not keeping the muscles strong, because those are a couple of components to ensure that you keep your balance over the years, from young to old. So it's not that you're waiting until you're an older adult to practice your balance, but you should be doing that throughout your life.
So if you do something stupid, then that's your fault. But if
there's not much you can do around that. That was something that could have been avoided, but you actually did something that actually created that situation.
Right.
But a couple of things here. In order to maintain good balance, you must have good muscle mass. So it's important to boost our muscle mass, increase our strength, in particular our core muscles and our posture muscles. So key to balance. So strong muscles is number one. And we have to challenge our agility, and there are types of activities that we do. At Medfit, we have this interactive educational balance program that teaches seniors and anyone else who wants to learn how to strengthen their muscles and retain their balance, by reducing the risks of falls. That's what you're doing. So there are very specific exercises that you can do, that should be doing, that challenge your balance and improves your agility, because that's a very important component. And do activities that involve the mind and the body working together, because that also improves your balance as well.
You know what? I know that when I when I have a stressful situation, the first thing I think of is, I got to get a workout, because that usually brings down all the stress levels. But most people don't realize, they don't understand how important it is to relax. To me, it's a sense of relaxation. To some people, it's a sense of stress, exercising, because they feel they can't live up to what they want and they don't know how to do it properly. So that's why they need you.
Yeah, and I always say, if you ever have any doubts around what you can or can't do, what you should be doing, how to either reduce certain health issues and concerns, chronic illnesses, we're always there to talk to say, hey, these are some of the things you can do. We always like to do an assessment to determine what the issues are. If you have a balance issue, and some people have a balance issue and they don't understand why, there are a number of reasons. One, poor nutrition. Two, they're on medications that have a really negative side effect.
There you go.
If you have Parkinson's, MS, those are things that challenge their balance. If there's obstacles, older adults have things in their homes like rugs and things on the floor that they actually trip over. So you can have a balance issue for a number of reasons. I thought I should make that clear. Okay. It's not always because you just don't have good balance. If you're on all of these other issues can also impact on your balance too. And again, I always say exercise is sort of the key to all of this.
I think that you've come up with some wonderful topics, because they are topics that people are in need of information and you're doing that. So I hope that when you're out there and you hear some of these things, you give Medfit Rehab a call and make an appointment to see Joanne and see if you can work together to make these things gone for the time being. Anyway, Joanne, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a sunny day.
Okay. You too. Take care.
Bye.
Joanne James, founder and medical exercise specialist of Medfit Rehab, will improve your overall health through medical exercise. Contact Joanne James, 647-259-5481, Columbus Center Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com.